Hello everyone, this is Zodiark, and this is a special video. I'm going to explain why I've been spamming the Leviathan summon tactic with Yuna lately by thoroughly going in detail all the factors that's going into it. So to begin with, let's start off with the team comp, minus Zahn because he doesn't play into this, but we'll throw him back in later. So we're going to go over what everyone's doing real quick. So Ace is obviously here for one reason, and that's to fill the summon gauge on turn 1 with Summon Eidolon. Self-explanatory. He dies. Okay. And then we've got Heavenly Tech Lid and Seabreeze Dark Fina. So we're going to get to them here in a moment, but first let's explain how the formula works. Leviathan, if we hit the Esper page, will tell us what modifier that he runs. Now, Leviathan at 3-star has a 400 time multiplier and does water magic damage. Now, it's important we read into that word magic there, because when we're looking at magic Espers, the formula we are looking at is magic plus spirit plus attack halved plus defense halved. Take that mess, divide it by 100, and then multiply it out by 1 plus evocation magic by the summoner. Square all that up, and then divide it up by the enemy spirit, and then multiply it by modifier damage, by damage up, and then level correction, any final variances, and multipliers. And as you can see here further down the list, damage up is based off of evocation magic skills, multipliers through chaining bonuses, elemental resistances and weaknesses, and then mitigation. Now, the stats when we were discussing attack, defense, magic, and spirit is the Esper's stats. So, since my Leviathan is only level 35, he has yet to hit maximum potential, but we'll be working on that over time. So, in continuing with this formula, as you can see, enemy spirit is going to determine how a lot of the damage is going to be dealt. So, we went through the unit comparison charts, and it's pulling it up. Okay. And the highest that we found that didn't include a limit break was a tie between Orin's and, well, actually Orin's and Trust the Future is 70, but, well, we don't have Orin, so that's out. So that left us with Heavenly Tech Lid on Super Analysis. It's available turn 1, and it's a 74% spirit break. The next thing I had highest was Barrel's limit break at 74, but we have to do it turn 1. So there's a 74% spirit break right there. Continuing on, we had to do a water debuff. So, again, going through the list, we checked who all had the highest water debuff. And at the end of the day, guess who won? You guessed it. Seabreeze Dark Fina's Summer Furin, available turn 1 at 110%, which is the highest in the game, by the way. So, now we're going to look at Yuna herself with her passives. Alright, so 6-star base, she's got Evocation Magic 50 with another 30% at max level 120. So just take Yuna to level 120, that's 80% Evocation Magic passive. But of course, we've got to gear Yuna up. One of the items here that you can use is through the Citrus Story event, which is the Evoker's Horn, which adds another 10%. Yuna's Clothes, which I was lucky enough to get, is another 20%. I unfortunately don't have this one here, a Badroza. That's another Evocation Magic 30%, but hopefully we can get one of those in the future. Another item you could get is Pierce Summoner Radius Super TMR, her headband, which is an additional, well, it just adds 10% onto the Evoker's Horn, so you get a minor increase on that. But probably the biggest factor in damage right now, the Divine Art of War through Nickel's Super TMR. And yeah, you can see already, if you want to get high summoning numbers, Super TMRs. So, like Water God's Favor, take all of Leviathan's evocation damage, add in another 75%. So, what are we doing here? Well, it's very simple. We take all these numbers and you throw it into this. Yuna's passive of 80%, plus 10% through the Evoker's Horn, plus 20% through her clothes, plus another 45% through Materia. That's 3 Evocation Magic 10s and 1 Evocation Magic 15. Nope, no Yevon's Wisdom or anything like that. Just the basic Evocation Magic. So that gives Yuna Evocation Magic of about 155%. Then you throw in the 74% Spirit Break, which is going to increase the damage by probably another 90% based on a chart. Then you have Seabreeze Darkfina come in and water debuff it down an additional 110%. And then finally you throw in the Divine Art of War's additional 75% damage that Leviathan's throwing out. Not even counting if the enemy was already weak to water. That's why you're seeing the massive numbers that I'm putting up. So, yeah. Math, numbers, and stuff. So, if you like the video, like and subscribe. And if you want to hear more analysis like in other things, I'd be more than happy to do videos on those as well. Thanks for tuning in.